Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another StarCraft game cast by myself, Marsh. This is a replay sent in on Reddit's Castit, where you can ask for your games to be casted by any of the resident casters, which is mostly people who normally sort of muck about with this sort of thing. I'm afraid you're not going to get a professional. Nathanias does not peruse that subreddit, but I do, so I hope I'll be able to do something with that. On this side of the map, which is Dusk Towers, we have the red Terran, PerseVerAnce. And on this side, we have the blue Protoss called perucraft from the clan Leva StarCraft. So, presumably North American server, or there's no such thing as the North American server anymore. There's just the American server, which does include places such as Peru, capital of which is Lima. Excellent, excellent deduction right there. Nobody ever lives in a country they're not born in or identify with. Perucraft getting the scout off of his opponent's base. Hasn't gone to see if there's a natural place yet, but at this point in time should really be able to. Whereas PerseVerAnce is entirely in the dark as to his opponent's ambitions. Factory for PerseVerAnce and a cybernetics core for the Protoss. What is this? Would you kindly explain what you're planning to do with this? I suppose technically this would be called a proxy Stargate, although I think this is still technically closer to his base than it is to his opponents. He could have put it here if he'd gotten his timing any better. Might have just dropped it here because that's as far as his probe got before he had to plant it down in order to start it when the cybernetics core came in. And we have a starport on the other side. So we have a possible tank drop, or maybe switch that tech lab over and get a Banshee for the Terran, whereas I suppose a perucraft is going to get an Oracle. And you should start an Oracle. There we go. On the other side, the Terran has a Starport, sorry, coming in. And we've got a tank. So we've got a possible tank drop versus a Liberator. We've got an Oracle versus a Liberator, a tank. So we've got a modified 1-1-1 push. And we've got proxy gates. Right. We've got those guys quite putting it on thick. Neither of them has started an expansion. Both of them going for the aggression. And we're pulling the Marines away in order for the Oracle, maybe? No, he's letting his tank do it. And he's not letting himself be pulled away too far from his mineral line. Oh, well, it's quite committed. 3 pylons on the other side of the map. And with this, he should be able to see it's going out. And with that, move the Oracle in. Move the Oracle in. Move 2 Oracles in. Nope, he's going to sacrifice this. And what is he going to fight with these? Is that his plan? Oh, go in there. Murder that mineral line. There's nothing there. Why are you not moving in? Okay, well, he's not moving in. There's proxy king to nothing. He's got 3 pylons and a gateway cleaned up. He's got a 3rd Oracle. Sure, why not? I suppose when this army shows up on his front doorstep, and he kills him horribly, he knows to go in. Ah, there we go. He moves in now, activating 3 at the same time, and absolutely murdered that mineral line of PerseVerAnce. PerseVerAnce is not turning around, instead opting to push in. With the Cyclone initially into the Protoss base. Now the Protoss only has to hold. So he already gave up the best defensive position he has. Now he's going to lose his production, all of his production as a matter of fact. And he should get this Liberator before, yep, very nice. And with these 4 Oracles, you should be able to equalize this fairly well. Go after not the tank. They're light, you're good against light units. Come on, kill those Marines, and he cleans everything up. Very nice. Tank micro, oh wow, all of that was nice. All of those stalkers very low, I wanted to say. And that one shot just killed 3 of them next to one another. Really quite pretty. Expansion for both in the meantime. Now we've got 5 workers for PerseVerAnce, which are, where are those actually? Guys, where's your workers? Where are your workers? Okay, excellent. So they're not doing much. So he's got effectively 2 workers and 1 in gas, 3 workers, and he's got some other workers derping around the map. Whereas in the meantime, the Protoss still has more. 9 for minerals on this side, 5 for gas, and 8 here with also 1 probe derping around. That is both less probes derping around and a significantly lower percentage of probes derping around. So we have an excellent position for perucraft. Let's see what he wants to do with it though. Well, he's not warping these into warp gates. Let's see, what are we doing? He's looking to see what the oracles can do again. And the oracles can fly straight into the Liberator. And again, got the mineral line. How many is that? Oh. But he does lose the oracles by getting 1 more SCV and gets out with 1. Boy, I would not like to be the Terran right now. Not even having enough minerals to transform this into an orbital command. But he does get a full scout off with that 1 Marine who gets horribly blown up by the photon overcharge. Look at that 1 kill. And what are we doing? We are getting a Twilight Council. We're getting Void Rays. And on the other side, the Terran is trying not to die. 11 workers. 8 army supply versus 33 workers, 25 army supply. So we've got Blink coming in for perucraft. And other than that, we have no upgrades whatsoever. We still do have this very... Oh! Pylon on this side still, so it can still be active. This is the warping of not having a gateway next to it. And there is nothing defending that ramp. That Liberator gets into place, yes. And, oh, well, that is one way to throw away your lead, is to stand there, taking Marine fire and Liberator fire. Wow, he cleans all of that up. He does get in the mineral line. He's getting more work skills, up to 31 now. That's all he really needs to do, though. I mean, that was a horrible attack, but you know, you keep your opponent on less than 20 workers and 11 army supply, and it doesn't matter. We could have taken a third by now, gotten say a robotics facility and a dark shrine, and he is doing that because other than pure luck, I mean, Perseverance can't invest in, the basic. Gee, it's 10 minutes into the game. What could kill me? Well, Dark Shrine could kill me. Well, he can't just put down a missile turret. He doesn't even have an engineering spec. He doesn't have the money to do anything with it if he did. But we do have a Banshee coming in, so there's... Wait, where's his army? What army do you have? You've got 4 stalkers here, so that means that this Banshee has complete reign of this middle line, and he once again warps in on the warping pylon. So perucraft not taking his advantage quite as far as he could have, but he is taking a third, leaving that Banshee there. If you had the avoid ray there, or I don't know, a Phoenix, he could kick that off, shoot that off, but he's got everything here. And very slowly, Perseverance is back to 27 workers. If perucraft, who isn't actually making any of his own workers, I say, as he just started it up, he's going to fall behind on workers, which would be very odd considering the amount he killed. Getting a third command center, got the orbital on this side, and yep, revealing that blink. Blink is done. Didn't set his transfer of probes properly, so again with the dirking around of probes. Oh, I hope he notices that soon, because that's a lot of money not mining. And scouts the Dark Shrine. So there goes the engineering bay. And there's nothing here to contest this. I mean, you've got the Stargate. I mean, build the Phoenix. You build the Phoenix. And this is not a problem anymore. But yeah, you even have 2 Void Rays here. Oh, my fuck. He gets away with that. Maybe put a pylon here so the mothership core can overcharge it. But yeah, didn't get all of his workers back to work here. Hasn't resaturated that. We have a worker lead for the Terran. I remember a very old Day 9 Day lead, and the thing he said was, always be building workers. And Lima, perucraft, has not been doing that. In the meantime, I completely missed an attack there. Because I've already messed up this cast quite a bit. Let me just go back. It's not back, guys. There we go. While all of this is going on, got to move in with his army on this side of the map. And get shreked by that Widow Mine. Oh, look at that. Does manage to gain entrance to the base, but it can't really do anything with it. Could have blinked over that. There's Marines and there's 1 Banshee, which cloaks with 2 HP left, which is just lovely. And the Banshee's here again. And it's cloaked, we can't do anything about it. There goes the photon cannon. Is that a photon cannon? That's very possible. PerseVerAnce is doing a very nice job of getting back in here. Or I should probably say Lima perucraft is doing an excellent job of going this way. If you get to 10 minutes into the game, no, it was further back than that. If you get to 5-7 minutes into the game, you have 3 workers mining. and your opponent has, you know, a natural up and 23 if I recall, you should not be in this position you currently have. I mean, he's got the worker lead, and he's almost got the army lead as well. And nothing here is threatening him. His opponent's on the other side. He's got. I saw him building a robo. Is he building an observer? Yes, and he lets it sit there. And in the meantime, this Banshee has racked up 22 kills. Of the 27 workers killed, I suppose 22 of them are his. And now he's going to wait for a Scorpion. There we go. Finally taking care of that Banshee. And at this point, he's pretty fucked. I mean, there's a third down for his opponent. He's still mining from all three. Could do that a little bit better. Get his workers over here. But he himself has got 25 workers. He's still got the army lead, but his army lead's not doing anything. It's sitting at home. And in the meantime, we've got 2 more Banshees coming out. We're going to annoy the crap out of him again. The 3 DTs sitting around doing nothing. And a chrono boost where it's no longer needed. I really liked Peru's position 10 minutes ago. Now, not so much. Look at that. Missile turret up here. Should put one up here as well, to be honest. And yeah, these guys are just not going to do anything. Oh, did I miss the Banshee coming down? Yes, I did. Where's your observer? Very out of position. But there you go. More annoyance for the Protoss, less workers. And at this point, PerseVerAnce just slowly builds up. You notice that, you know, 1, he's got an SCP in his army, 2, that there's a pylon right there. And a move. Not much to say. Look at that. Yep. These guys get spotted because there's a turret there. Doesn't let them in. Oh, ow. That Widow Mine. It's only killed 2 things, but it provides a lot of work with getting into those Stalkers initially when he blinked up. And now with the 1DT. I think in the time it took him to kill those SUVs, PerseVerAnce actually built more of them. So, we got 1 attack for both sides. Ooh, High Templars. That's interesting. Does he have Storm? He doesn't have Storm. What are you going to do with 4 High Templars? Are you making Archons? Maybe to feed back the medevacs, of which we have none. Liberator setting up their liberation fence, and he's got the range, which has a name, advanced ballistics or something. So you can just stay out there, and there's really nothing on the ground that can touch these guys. And all he does is swim in with his Marines and absolutely murder the Protoss. We changed the liberation zones. There goes thirds. That's pretty much all the economy of the Protoss. And yeah, I don't know why he moves his entire army into that. He's just on his Void Rays. And now we've got 2 Void Rays, 3 observers, and 3 zealots versus this. I do not predict a happy ending for our Protoss. There you go. GG.